IS, right? ISC, right? Infrastructure as a code. So using ARM templates, that's what we are seeing. Now, assume that if you are using Azure, then ARM templates are very useful, and it is recommended to use ARM templates. Assume that if you are not using the Azure and you are using on-premises or some other cloud platform, then how to do the same thing, how to achieve the same thing what we have done in last sessions using the Terraform. Okay. So what is Terraform? My screen is visible, right?
Yeah, Bhaskar.
Terraform basically by HashiCorp is an open source tool that provisions and manages cloud infrastructure. To provision and manage the cloud infrastructure, the open source tool which is available for other any platform is Terraform, right? So if you use the ARM templates, that is basically within the Azure, whereas the Terraform is an open source using which you can provision the hardware and manage cloud infrastructure basically. Terraform's command line interface provides you with a simple way to provision Azure resources such as virtual machines, containers, and anything for that matter, right? Infrastructure. Right. So to provide basically the infrastructure, we can use Terraform. Again, the Terraform, using the Terraform, we can write the templates kind of thing, which is I'll show you YAML files. The YAML files are required, right? That will basically, there are few steps using which we can achieve this, creating the environment or creating the infrastructure basically, right? Terraform generates an execution plan. Is important here. The execution plan that describes what it will do to reach the desired state. There are multiple commands, I'll cover that. So using those commands, you can basically deploy or create the environment infrastructure based on our requirement, right? As the Terraform determines what has changed and creates incremental execution. This is another advantage of like what we have seen, right? Assume that you have executed, you have created your infrastructure. On top of it, you want to modify something, right? Redoing again is not at all a good practice, right? So Terraform has an intelligence to understand whatever is already available in the infrastructure and whatever is missing or whatever has been modified. So it will go and update only those things. Assume that you have 4 stages. Out of 4 stages, you are modifying only one stage. The Terraform, even if you reapply, it will just modify only the modified stages and it will not touch the existing stages, the remaining stages basically, right? That incremental option is there. That is one good advantage of Terraform, right? In addition to Azure, Terraform supports other public clouds and private cloud platforms. Assume that you have an open stack, like what we have in Azure stack. OpenStack is like on-premises, right? So if you are not in the any of the cloud platforms, still the Terraform can be used to fulfill your requirement in on-premises, right? It can be private networks also. I mean, private clouds also. Right? There are many private clouds, right? So even the Terraform will support the private clouds, right? And this Terraform is written in HCL, HashiCorp language, right? Basically, this is using the JSON format again. I'll explain one so that you can understand better. But ultimately, it's a JSON format, right? And declarative kind of thing, right? You typically write Terraform code in HCL, HashiCorp language, but you can also express your Terraform configuration by using the JSON. HCL and JSON are forms of declarative automation. So we talked about, right, declarative automation when we are talking about ARM template, right? Imperative and declarative. See, like this, we have to define like resource. Assume that we need to create a resource. Azure resource group, whatever the group you want to create. So you have to define like this, the name equal to whatever the so name, and where do you want to create. I hope you remember, right? When we are using the ARM templates, we have used the same, more or less same format, right? We have defined our uh, parameters, variables, right? Resource names, then the following followed by the values and the right. Here the name is this, and what is the value for that, right? These are the same like JSON representation, right? Key and value, that format, right? So there's the thing. Just you define your requirements in your main dot whatever that TF file, Terraform file, and just apply that Terraform apply. Use the Terraform apply command to apply this configuration. So once you just run this command by specifying that location, from that location, wherever that your file is available, that main.tf or whatever the name, that TF file, then automatically it will go and create the hardware or the infrastructure, whatever you have defined in this file, right? Basically, there are three files. One is main.tf, Terraform variables, and Terraform state files, basically. I was talking about this incremental, right? So this is the reference point. State file is the reference point for that incremental part. So it will compare based on the state file. The values will be stored here. So whichever is modified, only those changes will be applied. So this is the reference for that logic. Okay. The main.tf, this is the file often called as, this is the plan basically. This is where you define all your configuration related stuff, whatever is required for you, right? This file holds your Terraform configuration code. Your Terraform plan specifies the infrastructure resources that you need. And again, this is file is good way to maintain larger set of variables. Instead of defining your variables in the main Terraform file itself, it's always a best practice to maintain a separate variable file so that modifying in case of any changes will become a single place, so that automatically that will be reflected in our entire main.tf file, right? Like any other variables, if you define a variables, how easy it is to maintain. Same concept here. Again, state file, it will maintain the current state of that, whatever is applied basically, right? So what we have, this is the example of one Terraform file. So what are we going to create here? We are going to create a Terraform, Azure group. Basically, we'll create one Azure group now. So again, this is the version you need to define. The any Terraform file, you need to start like this: Terraform followed by the version, whatever it is. Then the provider, basically. In case if it is a Azure, if it is a AWS, if it is GCP, like that, you need to specify who is the provider. Based on that, it will apply those changes, right? Again, the same concept. We have defined our variables, resource group. This is the name of my resource group, my_RG, and description for that in case of anything, and other like variables like location, right? If you remember the ARM template, this is what we have defined, right? It has generated basically, right? Resource group or location or whatever the east, west, or whatever the location, and app service name, my app service, whatever it is. This is basically here. What we do here, this explains app service name prefix, basically, right? I'm going to create an app service name between the range 1000 to 999, some random number, random integer. This is the again inbuilt variables here. So you have to use a resource followed by random integer between 1000 to 999 and app service name prefix. Basically, for that suffix at the end, it will append the value between 1000 to this. That's what it represents. And we are going to create a resource group name equal to, this is how we have to define it, where that resource group name, and how to use it here like this, where app service, whatever that, Azure resource group dot my location here. That's what we are defining here, my. Again, you need to practice this format so that you can learn. There is a learning curve here which we need to learn, right? The same thing, whatever this. the keys and values, same content. What do we want to have? Resource group name, location, name. This is for app service. What we have created here, this is for your group name. App service, right? Creating an app service, this is the commands. Resource, whatever it is, name, so and so. This is nothing but we are reusing that variables, whatever we have defined here. Variable names we have defined here. Those variables we are using here and creating our app service, right? Where that app service name prefix, whatever it is, hyphen followed by that random integer and suffix, whatever it is, these two, the combination of this and this, right? What are the commands? These are the 4 commands that's all we have in Terraform. One is initialize, like any assume that you don't have any Terraform environment. So first thing you need to do, like git init or git initialize, you need to initialize the Terraform. What is the command for the Terraform initialize? The Terraform init command initializes your Terraform environment, right? This command downloads the plugins that you need. Basically, the dependencies will get downloaded as part of init command. Say there is no change like git init, right? It also verifies that Terraform can access your plan state file. Basically, I told you, right? State file is the one thing which is the reference point for all these actions. So again, plan is nothing but it's kind of trial run. Before you apply, validate your plan, whatever is defined in your Terraform file, right? So it is kind of a trial run, which will give you like, which is equivalent to apply, but it will not apply, right? Trial, basically. The Terraform plan command produces an execution plan that is based on your configuration, this file, right? This command does not modify any infrastructure. It will not do anything. It's just trial, right? It's just a way of human to review what changes will be made. That's what I'm saying. Before you apply, you have to review those changes. That means you have to run the trial run. That is plan. Basically, Terraform plan is the command. If you run this, then automatically it will display what and all you are going to do it. If you validate it, if everything looks fine, then go and apply this. There are Terraform apply command. This will actually run and execute the plan or infra configuration, whatever you have specified here in this file. Then it will go and create the infrastructure, right? Then destroy again in case if you want to remove it, delete it, use the destroy option. Is it clear? It's just a combination of these 4 Terraform. What we are going to do, like whatever we have achieved, we have done using the ARM templates, creating the infrastructure, we are going to do using Terraform. Why do we need to do Terraform? This will support all the platforms, including your private clouds, even on premises. So it's an open source. So that's why most of the people will prefer for their environment creation. Is it clear? Okay, we'll create one file. Practically do it. Instead of writing, should have.
Bhaskar, how this Terraform will connect to Azure?
I'll show you. Okay. That's what you are giving here, right? Provider. I'll show this file.
Okay.
You need to specify the provider first, whether it is Azure or here. Provider name you need to specify.
Okay.
Bhaskar?
Yes.
Is it compatible for on-premises also? Can we provision the infrastructure with on-premises?
Yes, we can do that. It will support. Terraform is known for that actually. That's what I'll say. There is no dependency on your platform. Okay. In addition to Azure, Terraform supports other public clouds and private cloud framework as well. Right? It will support your private also on premises. Right? So let me create a file. For that, we will add this file. Okay, the same file. So what it is, whatever I explained, I have defined the Terraform version and provider name and so many variables, so and so variables, and we're going to create a resource, basically app group. Resource group we are going to create. Before that, let me log in. So resource groups. So I'm going to create a resource group name called my-rg. You see here, my-rg is not here, right? To do that, first we'll try two ways. One is using your PowerShell, Cloud Shell, basically, right? The second, again, we will use how to create with using your pipelines. Okay. So before that, let me save this file to your portal. Dev dot. Right. We'll use the same repos file. Load under this create a new folder like templates. We call it as templates. File main.tf. You can name it, but preferably main.tf is better. So under Terraform template, we have main. So I'm going to add this code. Commit. Right. So now we have our Terraform template file. Okay. And we do have this, copy this main.tf to. I'm just storing it here. Because, okay. Go here. Now go to your PowerShell. Launch your PowerShell. Close this. A little bit sound better. Hope you remember, right? Like how we have executed our ARM templates using Cloud Shell. We uploaded our files, template files, and executed, right? Same thing here. Upload your whatever it is, main.tf. Upload complete, right? So first thing is Terraform init. I think it will be there. Initialize in the back. It will initialize the Terraform, right? Done. Your Terraform has been successfully initialized. What is the next command? Terraform plan. Before applying, you should use, remember these steps. Initialize is done. You should do the plan. So it will validate in case of any syntax errors also, it will give that. Save the file, so and so, whatever it is. Terraform initialize we have done. Now we'll try the Terraform plan. Right. Plan. See here, plan 4 to add, 0 to change, 0 to test drive. That means you can review this. Let me see, expand this. Basically, whatever you have written in your configuration file, it will validate and tell you what it is going to do. These many things we are going to do. Azure App Service will be created. That is one thing. Next. And what and all the parameters, all these things, right? Azure App Service plane will be created. Plan will be created. Then Azure Resource Group will be created. App Service name registration will be done. These are the 4 things. That's why it is saying 4, right? Looks okay for me. So now you go and execute your, what is the command? Apply. Terraform. Apply. You apply this. So now it is going to create the environment. I hope you got the difference, right? But if you see here, now there is no RG. Refresh. Because that plan will not execute. It will just review the changes and do the trial run, right? So you need to pause. Yes. Do you want to perform this? Make sure that you are going to apply some changes. So it is just double confirmation. Yes, I want to apply. See, it is creating creation complete. That number 1. There are 4 things which it is doing, right? One is completed. Second one is completed. Let's do it. Service plan is creating. It will give you the complete status what it is doing. What is the advantage again here by what it is? Creating, updating app service, phone service name, my ISP, source group, my LC, sending request, status code for not original code, unauthorized message. I'm authorized only, right? So maybe I then they removed or what? App service failure, some request status code for not from original code, unauthorized. This illustration has code of 0 instances of subscription. This is the problem. This is the free version problem. As 0 instances for your subscription. What we can do, let me try to delete the things. So many things we have created, right? The quota has reached. So this free trial version, it is not allowing. Go delete. We'll delete few and try. Okay. But you got it right. What is the process? How to create it? We'll try by deleting few things. Saying 0 quota. Okay. Deleting resource. See. Still deleting. Then we will also delete. Is it done? We'll also delete this. Delete this resource group. My demo RG3. Source groups. But actually, if you see here, though it is saying my RG has created, maybe with that it is, I don't know, also you can see here, right? This is what we have created, right? My RG. Your resource group has been created, but other app services, whatever we are trying to do, that is not created. That is okay. So what it is saying, my RG resource group has been created. If you see here, my dash RG, this is what we have to do. You got your my dash RG resource group is okay. Others, that's okay. We can ignore it because the quota has been reached, so it is not creating. That is the issue. But ultimately, it is working, right? Is it clear now? You can see here. This is what we have created. The other resources, whatever we have specified, that will come here actually in case it is allowed. So, app service basically this one. Clear? Any doubt in this? Simple. What we have done, we have created our Terraform file, configuration file. So what is the advantage of by creating this? Like this, you may have to create n number of resources with the small changes. You no need to rework on everything, right? Assume that maybe the name is different, or your resource group name is different. Just put one, automatically will go and create. Right? It's simple, right? So reusability is another biggest advantage. Okay. Is it clear? Now we have done using the PowerShell. Assume that you want to do the same thing using your pipeline. Most of the time, what we do, we'll integrate with our pipelines, right? What is that command? This one, right? In case if you want, you can use a dust drive. So how to do the same thing using your pipeline? Same what we have done using ARM template, right? Same thing we have to do, right? We have uploaded already our main.tf file. Add the following files to root directory of your Azure repository. In case if you have a variables file, add the whatever the pipeline you want, right? So basically, you need to create a pipeline by adding. You have a Terraform option. In case if it is not available, add it from the marketplace, right? And select the drop-down list. What we have specified here, few things. So automatically it will take care of it. Same concept. What we'll do first, Terraform. If in case if it is not available, install that. After installation, initialize it. Once installation is done, execute the plan. If everything is fine, go and apply those changes. That's all. Simple step, right? You want to try or you want me to try? Will you try? And ask me in case of any questions, or if you want, I can try. Simple thing, just what we have done using our ARM templates, right? Same concept. There is no change. Go to your pipelines. If you want, you can use it in existing pipeline or create a new one. Right? Continue. I want to start with an empty because I don't want many things, right? Then add your first thing is what? Install Terraform. Obviously, it will not be there. Add a step. Just fetching. It will not be there. Yeah, it is there. See, right now it is not available. Get it for free. It will take you to the marketplace. Get it for free. Once it is downloaded and installed, then automatically it will come with an option apply. Install. All set. My organization is already here. Refresh. Just refresh. Here, you got it already. Add first install option. Then it's still installing. Just wait for some time. You got your Terraform. Add it here. How many you want? First for initialize, plan. Basically, you don't need to do plan here because we have already done. Or if you want, you can run it also. No issues. So rename it accordingly. This is Terraform init, right? Here you have option. What you want to select? Initialize, plan, or apply. I'm going to do initialize only here. And Azure subscription, you need to select whichever is available. We have created one service and you need one resource group. Select one resource group. Storage account also we have created one, right? Hopefully that is there. Yeah, we have storage account and we don't have container. We will create a container. Okay, that will do it. Go here. Can you see the container? I'll search for it. We will container again. There should be a link basically. What resource group we have selected? BH hello world app, right? BH hello world app. Resource groups. BH hello world app. Under this you have container. So we don't have any container. Are we going to create? Containers. What container we are going to create? Any container is fine. Just so we should get an option to create containers. Is that will be under, I think, blob service.
I think spelling is wrong.
It will be under basically blob service. Blob. Create a container. because I want to create under the resource group. That's what, because we have selected here as resource group as, okay, BHA hello world app RG. You are in wrong place. Can you see blob anything here? All right.
I think Bhaskar, first we can create a resource and move it to resource group, right? That also possible.
Yeah. I don't
Maybe
want container apps. I want container instance.
Bhaskar, before initially creating the instance, it will ask RG group.
Yeah, resource group.
Yeah.
Class.
Yeah, maybe we can tag that.
Yeah, that's it. So container name, container something. Go with that default ones. We should. There was an option actually under that resource group itself after creating that. I was looking for that actually. I should have given the name as different. Still creating. It's taking so much time. And is in progress. Let us go and refresh here. We should get it. Yes, it is great. Not it. It is not available. You need container just to execute these things because it should come by this time. Okay, refresh completely. Source. I don't want this. Oh, container also. This is what we have created, right? Just now. We should. Oh, we are making a mistake. Resource groups. What is just give me a sec.
Bhaskar?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we need to refresh the resource group also there in pipeline.
No, no, not
Refresh.
required.
Select maybe event change.
Yeah, I think you can.
Here, can you see the containers anywhere? Yeah, here. We have to create under storage account because we are creating in a wrong path. This is Terraform. Right, go with the default one. I don't want it. So I created a option called Terraform storage account.
So you created in the RG group. So maybe
no, you should create
storage
because
account.
this is mainly for the storage, right? If you remember, there are 3 files: state file, template file, all those things, right? Basically, this state file will be there, right? Here, state file I was talking about, 3 files where I was talking state file. This will save somewhere. Where will you save? We have some storage account which is linked to your pipeline. So you should create under that. Okay. Is it clear? We were creating under the resource group basically. See, instead of creating under what is that storage account.
Okay. I think that was a mistake we're doing.
Yeah, we were in wrong place. We have created in wrong place, and we are trying to refresh it here. Obviously, it will not be there, right? And key. Just for sample fee, they have given some template. You can use the same, whatever it is. Right? Okay, that's all.
Bhaskar?
Yes.
There is some state where the commands of Terraform initialize, plan, deploy, applied. There is some custom option here. Can you go up? What is that? Can you go
Where?
up? When you are creating the commands initialize, Terraform initialize, container. There is an options where I see. Yeah, here command. No, not in the right side only.
One sec.
Right.
I'll remove this. It is not required.
Yeah, commands right side initialize them. Can you expand that drop down? No. Yeah,
this
command.
one.
Yeah. Custom is custom in the sense what are the existing code we written like other than the template. So we can write our custom format, right? Like it's not been like a static initialize, apply, validate. So
No.
in the custom code
You can customize basically. Sometimes you may have to do include or exclude few things. Right.
Okay. So you want to not to add, so you need to customize that.
Custom, yes. Other than the predefined template, if you want to do something extra or less for that, we can use a custom option. Okay. And here you need to select your configuration directory. Where is our file? Our file is under Hello World Web template. This is our file. You need to select that.
Bhaskar, this main.tf Terraform, is that where we got this file? This main, before we are adding the repos, the file, I mean like repository.
Where are you seeing?
Main.tf, you added, right?
Main.tf. We have added, right, in our repository sometime just now.
No, this template is already existing code is there, right?
No. If you remember, I have created a
Npm.
folder and copy pasted this into our repository and committed.
Okay, you created that folder. Okay.
Apply. Before that, we are using the same thing, right? So go to your resource groups. So I'm going to delete this. I don't want. Okay. Delete my -archi. I'm deleting it. Whatever we have created, my archi. Okay. Because we are going to use the same, or we can create different one, but it's okay. Doesn't matter. So again, same concept here. Select your subscription, all those things. Here, your file. Terraform template main.tf. Right? Done. So first it will install in case it is not available. This is the what is that? Initialize. This is apply. Basically, here you can see initialize and apply. In case if you want plan, you can plan it also. Since we have already validated just now, I don't want to do it. Let us go and check whether it is done deleting or not. So now, what is that? Try. What is it? My -archi. Deleted. Deleted is a group only failed because it is already deleted. It's okay. Now we'll see. Just save and run. Save and queue. Run it. Just check. You might get the same thing that exceeded the limit whatever for the free trial, at least for the services. At least you should get that resource group should get created. Same thing you can see here. It will check out that file first. Then in case it is not available, it will install. Once install is done, then it will initialize. Now it is initializing it. Right? Some fail. There was an error when attempting to execute the program hosted Terraform. This may indicate the process failed to start error spam. Okay. Run the pipeline. So maybe use the latest Windows 2022 try. Let us see with this version. With the rows. Configuration issue. The error was attempting to process hosted Windows Terraform. This may indicate the process failed to start. Spam hosted cache Windows Terraform. Terraform version is a problem. Check. Edit. It should take by default, right? We have not specified any latest we have given. Should work. We have any specific version? No, we don't have option to select here. By default, latest is there. It is actually it is failing in initialize, right? And not what is the there was another attempting to say and we start doing the process from this may integrate the process.
Is it because some permission issues? No, right?
I
It's showing process failed to start. That exe means the Terraform is not, that process is not starting at all.
see hosted. Okay, let me see. There is the location. See hosted to cache Windows Terraform, right? Hosted to cache Windows Terraform. It's not installing it. The file itself is not there. Location. See hosted tool cache Windows.
Is it hidden or something? No, right?
No, it's already hidden. These are all hidden files enabled already.
Then that is not installing.
Yeah. It is not installing.
Bhaskar,
Okay, let
whenever
us
the
do
market,
one thing.
yeah, whenever we install in marketplace, by default that file will come there. You applied, right? They went to Terraform,
Right.
install the Terraform.
One, two, run it. I don't think this is a problem, but let me try this final one final try. Otherwise, I'll check and let you know. It should work, but this is the process. You should process wise, you should install this. You may not face this problem actually in no. The same spawn.
Say some directory structure.
Directory structure has changed. That's why. Okay, forget about this. I'll check and let it. But you got the flow right. How to? I'll check that. I'll check that and get back to you guys. Okay.
Okay.
So this is how you can actually use the Terraform. Two ways. You can use your Cloud Shell and execute those things. Or you can integrate with your pipelines. Edit. And still executing. Okay, CI is enabled. This is the one which we are doing. No, not this. We don't want this to be report. Save. Hello, lab. Pipelines. One final run. Just thinking of. So if your requirement is not to integrate, then use the PowerShell. If not, if you want to integrate creating your resource using Terraform, so use this pipeline option. Or if it's ARM template, again, like last session, what we have discussed, use your pipeline or the respective ones and initiate it. Is it clear?
Yeah, Bhaskar, this is the way we can create all the resource, right?
Right, exactly. You have to define your Terraform file configuration basically one time, then save it. Preferably, it is good to save in your version control tool, right? So that the maintenance will be along with your project, and use it. There should not be any problem with this file because we have just created using the PowerShell, Cloud Shell. So something to do with the environment. The paths have changed. That's what as this guy is saying for that failure. That is okay. Terraform / Terraform to Terraform. Check. Okay. Okay, fine. If it's clear, then we will use what is that? Next session we'll talk about Ansible and how to create your. See, till now what we have done, we have creating all the infrastructure, whatever you want, right? But most of the cases, this is one time you will create the infrastructure and leave it. What will be the next major thing? What will be our regular routine work? So for that, we'll use Ansible, right? So we'll talk about that in next session.
Yeah, Bhaskar?
Yes.
Yeah, regarding that ARM template last time, where we can create the pipeline or through portal or through three conditions, right? So you said from portal. So from the portal, so last time you got an issue, but I don't know. Even I was I was able to create the portal, but after creation, that the same template, whichever the that ARM template, Bhaskar, template where parameters and template. So
Right.
so
There are
whichever
few restrictions on with the free version. Earlier, it was not like this.
but I free version
Because
only
of
I created.
yeah, because of misuse. Yeah. Okay. Not okay. You're facing some issue again.
No, I'm not. So last time you got issue, I don't know. I also freeware. I just created for this using portal. So
Okay.
once example, if I created with the template as a template name, then I start view template. In the view template, copy and paste the template.json and paste it. And next again parameter.json, that parameters where we need to, that also create one more template.
Okay.
From the portal, so after creating the template from the portals, so how
No.
we
Okay, one thing. I got it. So from portal, you should have a paid subscription if you want to use the portal. You have
okay,
to
so
purchase that.
creating
You have to purchase it. So while creating in portal, you have to purchase that. So with free, it is not allowing now.
okay, so like example creation is okay, fine. If you are update the templates, that is allowed. Or but utilizing the templates, we need to purchase. That's what you are saying, Bhaskar?
No, if you want to use your portal option to create those things, whatever the using ARM templates by browsing all those things, right?
Yeah.
So you need to purchase.
Okay. In order to use that whichever created
Yeah.
templates to consume. Okay. Okay, Bhaskar. But in general, Bhaskar, Terraforms or ARM template, whichever the like real-time scenario, mostly
Real-time
we
scenario, that's what see the recommendation is. Again, it's all depends. See, there are few legacy projects who are comfortable with Terraform. They have migrated to Azure, but still they are
correct.
continuing with Terraform because of legaciness.
Legacy.
Because it will support, right? You have better control. They have been using it before Azure, right? So they are continuing it. So the recommendation is, in case your application is hosted on Azure Cloud, better to go with ARM templates so that you have a lot of compatibility, right? They'll support their own environment, but in a better way, right? So that way, in case if you are using other than the Azure, go with the Terraform.
Okay. Other than the like on-premises or any.
The recommendation, even Azure, you can use the Terraform, but still the recommended option is, in case your application is hosted on Azure, then go with the ARM templates.
Okay. Thanks, sir. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.